The storm hadn't faded, it had muted like the sky itself was holding its breath. The bridge was fractured, bleeding with embers and rain. Rakuto stood in the center, face blood-streaked, chest heaving. Across from him, Claddock's smirk was gone, replaced by a snarl of exhaustion. Echo Harvest circled to Rakuto's flank, cloak fluttering like an omen. The two assassins moved in tandem, one blade flashing, one gauntlet crushing. Rakuto blocked, slipped, countered, but the rhythm of vengeance was burning through his control. His pulse roared too loud. Each punch cracked the air, each dodge came a heartbeat late. Then, a glint of silver swept through the storm. Kyra. She dropped in from above, her blade Hisenra igniting in a streak of blue light. Echo turned just in time to see her cut through her defense, the strike precise, silent. Her mask split open before her body even realized it was dying. The impact sent ripples through the soaked bridge as Echo fell, lifeless. Rakuto turned, eyes widening. Kyra. No time, she interrupted, stance lowering as her essence shimmered through the rain. Claddock spat blood and laughed, one knife trembling in his hand. 2 against 1, that's hardly fair. Rakuto stepped forward, face unreadable. You're right. He clenched his fist. Essence flared red hot, hammering through his veins until the very ground beneath cracked. You don't deserve fair. Claddock swung wild, feral, his dual blades a blur of desperation. Rakuto met him head-on. Not graceful, not perfect. Real. Each strike felt like thunder punching through grief, until the last blow came, a spinning heel kick that shattered Claddock's chest plate, sending him crashing through the railing into the abyss below. Silence returned. Rakuto stood there for a long moment, his hammer, Ruin Tooth, clenched in his hand, the rain sliding down the metal like tears. Kyra sheathed her sword, looking at him quietly. They're gone, Rakuto. He didn't answer. He stared down the empty void where Claddock fell, voice low and raw. They killed my family, my teacher, my brothers. He looked at the hammer. Reflection distorted in the wet steel. I'll burn every name tied to Cinder Gate. Every last one of them. Kyra stepped closer. That path. It doesn't end with peace. Rakuto's jaw tightened. It ends with justice. Steam from the teacup curled through the air as Mama Shike's shadow loomed across the small table. Kyra and Rakuto sat opposite, bandaged but unbroken. You've both grown stronger, Shike said, voice deep and knowing. But strength without direction only breeds more death. She looked at Rakuto. You've seen what cursed essence can do. That corruption won't end until someone tears out its root. Rakuto met her gaze, silent. Then join the initiation, she said firmly. Learn to control what's inside you before it decides for you. Kyra nodded slightly, her eyes lowering. My father, Kezomitsu, used to command under the Empire before he left. He didn't believe in their system, but he knew fighting from the outside would never change it. He told me once, if the walls are too strong to break, build the fire inside them instead. She looked at Rakuto, voice steady but heavy with memory. That's why I'll join the initiation, not because I trust the Empire, but because it's the best bet for change, for ending this cursed essence for good. Shike leaned back, studying them. Good, because the White Fangs are moving again. Their new operations led by Captain Rick Ryle, the Fang brand commander, wind wielder, tactical genius. She paused. If you two cross paths, don't take him lightly. Rakuto walked with Ruin Tooth slung across his shoulder. Kyra beside him, the morning mist curling around their steps. A figure sat on a rock near the roadside, kicking at the dirt. Scruffy hair, eyes too sharp for someone so relaxed. He stared at Rakudo's hammer with unblinking curiosity. That thing's heavy, he said. Most people would break before lifting it. Rakudo stopped. You a blacksmith or something? The stranger shrugged. Nah, just like seeing weapons that remember their owners. Kyra raised a brow. You talk strange. He grinned faintly. Rashk. Rakudo tilted his head. You got business with us, Rashk? Rashk stood, still smiling, but there was something off in his eyes. Maybe, just wondering, how a man gets a hammer like that. Feels like it's seen things, things that don't die easy. Kyra watched him carefully. You've seen Essence before, haven't you? Rashk's grin widened. Let's just say, I remember faces before they matter. He turned and disappeared into the fog. Rakudo stared after him, uneasy. Something about him didn't feel normal. Kyra nodded slowly. Yeah, he wasn't just wandering. The road stretched ahead, toward the unknown, toward initiation, toward the storm waiting beyond the fangs. And for the first time since the ashes, Rakudo's grip on Ruined Tooth felt steady.